Hello, this is the week 5 preview. I'm doing this because there was some criticism to my week 4 digest, and frankly, I don't really care what you think. Black Angry Bird doesn't care what you think. Anyways, with that said, I'm trying to talk as loud. Hello, this is the week 5 preview. I'm doing this because there was some criticism to my week 4 digest, and frankly, I don't really care what you think. Black Angry Bird doesn't care what you think. Anyways, with that said, I'm trying to talk as loudly as I can because I don't think anybody can hear me under this mask. But anyways, I'm just trying. I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm just gonna go right into it with the week 5 digest. Here's my little script. I made a little script for everybody because all of you are haters and Black Angry Bird doesn't like it when people are hating on his videos, which is the first video of all time in this whatever FNL or whatever it gets called. So with that said, I'm gonna just give you guys a little rundown. I'm doing this on a little MacBook, courtesy of the other Angry Bird, Mrs. Angry Bird. So the first matchup I'd like to talk about was the Daniel versus Greg matchup. Daniel's team, has several players on bye, and God, it's really fucking hard to talk in this mask. I'm having trouble talking because I need to breathe. Anyways, this should be a fairly low-scoring game because Daniel's, arguably three of his best players are on bye, while Greg's team just sucks in general. But he did find his new Torrey Smith in Brian Hartline, who, I knew who he was. I knew he was this white kid who was pretty good, and but on Sunday I saw he blew up on my iPhone, and I decided to look up and see whether he was available in our league, because I don't think anybody would own him in any league because he's this wide receiver from Miami, and I don't think anybody from Miami should be owned. But lo and behold, not only is he owned, but someone actually started him. That is hilarious. And Daniel, his team missing 2 running backs, he's actually starting the coup that he got in the Donald Brown gate, which to this day is still never resolved, even after he admitted that it was his fault. Whatever, I don't even care. Anyways, moving on to the next one. This one is Chris Hay versus Will. This should be a pretty good matchup over here. I think this is the second best matchup of the week. In that, even without Megatron and Jason Witten, Chris Hay should still pull through. Prediction: Chris Hay by 5. Oh, forgot to give you my first prediction. Daniel by 5 as well. Anyways, then we get the Kenny versus Chris Leal matchup. I think this matchup has consolation playoffs championship written all over this if Kenny can make it to the consolation playoffs at all. Fuck. Hold on, give me 1 second to breathe. Anyways, currently Kenny's kicker is the second highest scorer on his team. I think that says something about it. But granted, he is the best kicker I've seen in a really long time, if not ever. This kid is just not afraid. It is the sleeper pick of the year so far, I think. Anyways, so I think I'm giving the edge to Kenny here. He actually has 3 pretty good running backs, even though one of them is not playing. I think I still give him the edge because Chris Leal's team just isn't that good. Next up is Ganud versus Dave. This is the battle of the Jews. Who will win supremacy in Jerusalem? This is the matchup I think everybody looks forward to every year because it's our only 2 Jews in the league battling with one another. It's actually pretty funny because Dave has 2 quarterbacks, but funny enough that he actually chose a backup quarterback that has the same bye as a starting quarterback. That's just something you don't expect Dave to ever do. And now he's actually, trying to trade his backup quarterback for another backup quarterback. But I highly doubt anybody would do that trade. Anyways, now with Fred Jackson back, I think Dave's team is actually looking pretty legit. I hope he makes it not into the playoffs, but the consolation playoffs, because I think his team, as it is every single year, is always dangerous. Now moving on to the Kevin versus Manny matchup. I think, after Kevin lost the heartbreaking loss on Monday night, thanks to Chicago's defense, I think this is a must-win for him. His team is actually pretty good after Greg gifted him Torrey Smith. I think it's a really good team, and I think it has potential to go deep in the playoffs if he actually makes it. And this is a tough matchup for Kevin. If he loses this week, he'll be 1-4 and pretty much out of the running. Here's a bold prediction. I think teams are going to go. 4 teams are going to make playoffs that have way better than 500 record, while the other 2 will probably be 8-5 or 7-6. And if Kevin doesn't win this week, it'll be pretty tough to get back to above 500. And before I get into the matchup of the week, I want to talk about my matchup with JR, which there really isn't that much to talk about because JR's team, 2 best players. Actually, his best player is on bye, and my team's clicking on all cylinder. And unless JR gets lucky like Daniel did with 3 players getting injured in the middle of the game, then I don't think he has any chance to beat me. Anyways, this brings me to the matchup of the week. It's, before the season started, I wouldn't think these 2 teams would have that good of a team. But granted, Ben always finds a way to field a good team, whereas Lawrence just being Lawrence, starting 2 tight ends every single week, just another day at the office of Lawrence Chu, as Kevin put it eloquently. So, god damn it, I forgot to give all the predictions. Oh well. So anyways, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I got this mask because I thought it'd be cool to show you how angry I am at all the haters that hate on my weekly 4 digest and the week 5 matchup preview. I hope everybody enjoys that as well.